All right, chat. I have clicked the record button on this absolutely tragic day. What should have been a very exciting, awesome day has turned out pretty bad. Because we have made some changes to Season 2 and beyond of Organized Play. Some good things, I'm sure, some bad things for sure, some things that really affect me as a content creator and this being my full-time job, how I make content. And so we're gonna read the article out loud, get introduced to Josh, and see what changes are coming for Season 2 onward. So, we'll just jump in. It says, hello, Universe's players. Most of you don't know me yet, but I'm excited to meet you all and introduce myself a bit. My name is Josh Macy. Hello, Josh Macy. I hope you're watching this. I am the new senior manager of the UVS Organized Play team. I've been working professionally with other organized play programs for about 10 years and ran local level organized play events for about 5 years prior to that. So 15 years experience. Cool. Big fan of it. So to say that I'm a fan of running organized events should be an understatement. This, I think, is a big deal. This is a big deal, and it's a thing that we will talk about later. I can't even tell you how excited I am to be a part of the UVS games and the opportunity I have to work with all of you. Part of my role has been looking to the future of UVS Organized Play program and how to best grow it along with our game. I can't wait to tell you all about all of the exciting plans we have coming for you in the future. But that is not why we are here today. Today we get to talk about some of the adjustments coming for the current organized play cycle. So what this says here is that more changes are for sure coming. This is not exactly where it is, but this is Josh doing the best he can with the system that he was given, right? First and foremost on the docket will be in regards to major regionals, which I have been told are changing their names to regionals. We tried something new this year by having players earn their invitation to these events, making them feel more exclusive and exciting to attend. This is the biggest cope of a man I've ever seen. Josh was like, I have to put this line in here. I have to, or else. And we wanted to make it feel exclusive and exciting to attend, and also reduce our numbers by half. After seeing this in play for Season 1, we have decided that it was not the right path to take, and we'll be removing seasonal point requirements from major regionals for the remainder of the 2024 cycle. Makes sense. Seasonal points are gone. You no longer need seasonal points. Incredible decision. The best thing they could have done. Everybody is shouting from the rooftop. Yes. This is exactly what we need. Thank you. Taking this step will open the doors to players coming into the game and wanting to test their mettle in a more competitive setting without needing to jump through additional hoops. This change will not affect any earned seasonal points or any of your locals that award seasonal points. Seasonal points will still convert to champion points at the end of each season, so no change there either. I mean, on their little thing, they're just going to say that, like, your local qualifiers are going to just give you champion points as opposed to seasonal points. Makes sense. The second change is that we will be removing webcam regionals for the remainder of the 2024 cycle. And here's the bomb. I wonder if they still do LCQ for the rest of the regionals. Fantech, there's no shot they do. So I'll read chat at the end. The second change is that we will be removing webcam regionals for the remainder of the 2024 cycle. This is a very big deal. This is a very, very big deal for many reasons. Number one. So here's the the crux of it, right? Sorry. I'll read the rest of the article. There are a few reasons that we decided to do away with these events, but the two main reasons are as follows. Firstly, we no longer are in a world where in-person events are not possible. Being on the other side of the pandemic, we have the ability to attend events and sit directly across the table from our opponents. This removes the need to host events at a distance. Second, these events were designed to give a single seasonal point to players in the local events, getting them one step closer to a major regional invitation, which is a stupid thing to say. This is the second reason to host your webcam events. This is a stupid thing to say. We hosted these webcam events so that you can almost go to a regional and then still not have a locals to finish the job? What a stupid thing to say. That's so funny. However, you can now attend a major regional as you desire without needing to attend the webcam regional. You didn't need to attend the webcam regional and still find another local for that final SP. This is so... Find another local for the final SP. Players with no local events. Incredible. As these events only reward players with SP, it felt unnecessary to continue to host them. I'm currently 13th in the world because of my webcam regional. It does not give me SP. It gives me champion points. Finally, we have adjusted the dates and locations for a few events, a reminder of the 2024 cycle. You can find these changes below and in the updated version of the organized play. I'm not going to click on this. Everything that it says changes here, changed over there. I went and looked. We would like to note that these changes came from necessity and that we will be making adjustments for future cycles in an attempt to reach a wider swath of our players. Our goal is to give you all opportunities to play at whatever level you want, and we will strive to provide that kind of access. Our goal is to give you all opportunities to play at whatever level you want, and we strive to provide that kind of access. Wowzers. These are the changes that are happening. These are just the most immediate changes you see in the program, but know that we are listening. We'll continue to improve our OP program at all levels. I look forward to working with all of you and our internal team to give you the best organized play experience you could ask for. Thanks, your UVS organized play team. Okay, so let's unpack it. Let's figure out what this means and what it says, right? Huge win, huge W, getting rid of seasonal points. Removing seasonal points is massive. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody likes this decision. Gatekeeping how to play the game makes a lot of sense, especially with quote players with no local events, right? Like it's the yes, they figured it out, and then it instantly is turned around to the no, they don't know what they're doing. Let's talk about webcam regionals, or the events formerly known as webcam regionals. Webcam regionals are, in a perfect world, you ready? In a perfect world, we shouldn't need webcam regionals. In a perfect world, we shouldn't need webcam regionals. We shouldn't. But in a perfect world, we should have a regional every single month. There should be 12 regionals. In You ready? There should be 12 regionals in all 3 areas of the world that we play the game in competitively. Why are there not 36 regionals happening? Why are there not? Right? Let's pretend, right? Let's pretend that like, if not regionals, right? Let's actually go back to having provisionals that are like decently sized, right? Like if they're not full blown regionals, let's have something that we can. You want me to travel, so let me travel, right? Here's the biggest thing that I see. Our goal is to give you all opportunities to play at whatever level you want, and we will strive to provide that kind of access. This decision is not a celebration of the game. This decision is not a celebration of the game. And I get. And hey, everybody at home, right? Everybody at home. Jose Narono cheating on a webcam event, potentially over multiple events, affected me more than it affected you at home. It did. It did. It 100% did. It ripped my heart out that he did that. Right? I still want to play webcam. I still want to play webcam because it's one of the best, easiest ways for the entire world to come together and celebrate playing our game. You are actively taking away opportunities for us to play the game. You just are. You just are. Right? You're just taking away chances for us to play the game. I get that webcam is not the most comfortable environment for everybody to play in. I get that you want us to go and play in paper. Then give us the opportunity to do that. That's not at a local level. Set up and make intermediary events happen so that I may feel comfortable going and traveling to these events. Right? It's disheartening. It's disheartening that the company that I want to support by literally quitting my career as like a martial arts instructor and make full-time content for is actively stopping me from playing in events to make content. That's what you're actively doing for me, right? Very personally for me. If this conversation was, hey, we're removing webcam regionals, and on those dates, we're having a bunch of really high-level celebration events happening, I'm in, right? I saw this tweet. Flesh and Blood has a tournament, or has a major tournament happening in Tokyo to play, has a regional, and at this regional, the world premiere for the next set, Part the Misfail, is coming out. It's sold out. This is the first time they've ever had a tournament in Tokyo, a regional in Tokyo, and people are flying from all over the world to come and play in it. Because this is a celebration of the game. They want to celebrate the game. I am not feeling that UVS Games wants to celebrate the game. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling the love. I wish I was. The choice to take away all of their local webcam stuff, their webcam Wednesdays, sucks. I get that they were losing money. I get it. You know what you do for those webcam events? Every single webcam local that you played in on that, I just got a message on my Twitter from Rebby 4 seconds ago. Rebby, I can't look at Twitter. There had to have been a way to do Webcam Wednesday without losing money, though. Yeah. In fact, Chamber, there was a way to do Webcam Wednesday, and have them make money. This is crazy. You ready? Every week, there was a local that if you participated and you finished all 3 rounds, you got 1 champion point. You'd be there. I would spend my $10 to go get 1 champion point a week by playing 3 rounds. If you went undefeated, if you went 3-0, you got 2 champion points. You've made a fake currency and you refuse to use it. I fixed it, ladies and gentlemen. I fixed it. Kobe Cram would have to play in every webcam event. Everyone. You put it on Friday night so that everybody can play, right? This is crazy. Maybe you, I don't know, hire some people and have 3 tournaments every week, 1 in each time zone, to give them the opportunity to do that. Isn't that crazy? I'm positive if you started giving out boxes, if you gave out a box a week, think about how little money this is for UVS games. If you gave out a box a week to each member, to a 3-person judge staff, to host local webcam tournaments for 1 champion point each, the people playing in the tournament get no, except that way people that don't have a computer can't get those CPs, then get a computer. What do you mean? All card games are pay to win. You have to pay to play. That's just it, right? They could also just increase the cost of Webcam Wednesday. The issue is that they're also paying employees, right? They had to pay Jellyfish Guy on his night off, right, to go run that tournament. And if they weren't paying him on his night off, then that was a work day that he was doing afterwards, right? It was him and Lenoco, and you had to pay the casters, and if they just paid them in boxes of girl power, right? How much for UVS games does it cost for a box of girl power? You did that for the 3 people who were running the tournament, maybe the 5 people if you absolutely had to cast it. For you to have, if I told you would get world points for playing in these webcam events, people would play. They just would. This is such an L in the idea of we are celebrating the game, and it just hurts my heart. It just hurts my heart. You're actively telling me you don't want me to play the game as much. It sucks. Because, man, I play the game a lot. Is a computer now required to play an in-person card game? No, Corey. No, it's not. You know what? We should stop playing the card game. We should stop playing the card game. We should just be done with it. Yeah. Although a locals is required to play the card game. You do have to have a locals. So, I don't know, Corey, you should also talk to the people who don't have locals and tell them that they're not allowed to play the in-person card game because they're missing the point of the person. I'm attempting to solve the P word in your conundrum, and you were like, "Well, I don't have a computer." Well, I don't have a computer. I'll reiterate for anybody walking in. The fact they got rid of champion point or seasonal points, incredible. They should drive further, just like I should buy a computer. Corey, I don't have a car. I shouldn't be allowed to play the game. I'm not allowed. I don't own a car. I legally should not be allowed to play universes. Then buy a car. Great point. Handshakes. We're there. We're there. Oh my god, I'm arguing with Twitch chat. Whoa, I got stun locked by Twitch chat. Whew. This is a good thing. Hello, How to Hustle. You want to come jump on a podcast with me? We can talk about this. Please don't. Please don't do that. This is a good thing for seasonal play. I am distraught that webcam events are gone and there was nothing to replace them with. This is not a celebration of the game. This sucks. This sucks. I get that webcam events are scummy. I get that not everybody likes them. If on those events, if on those days that the webcam events were there, if you hosted a celebration in a different town across the things, I'd be down. But you took away a bunch of events from us. My organized play is now go play at locals and then go to a regional 3 times a year. It just, you don't want me to play the game. You just don't want me to play the game. The royal we, obviously. All this is going to do, if you take away webcam events, all it's going to do is just make people go, instead of, so there's 2 choices, right? Either somebody doesn't have a locals, right? This is the example person we have. Somebody doesn't have a locals. You take away the webcam regionals so that they can go and play competitively, right? If you take that away, one of 2 things is going to happen. The best case scenario, and the thing that UVS Games is hoping on, is that you are going to go to your local store and go, please, pretty please, will you please spend a bunch of money on this card game that is currently not being supported in our area? Please, 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 please. And then your local card game is probably going to go, show me that people will show up, and then yes. Or you will go, man, I want to play card games, so I guess I'll go play a different card game. Which is the more likely thing to have happen. Let's talk about Heinz 11. Let's just make our own webcam regionals. So here's the deal. I have been trying... Oh my god, look at my hair. I have been trying to make webcam events happen. To the point of... Let me do this. I'm leaking. Nothing I'm about to show you is real. I'm going to put a disclaimer. I have to do this. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Oh, I have to copy this. Does that work? I was working on a webcam circuit to try and help stuff, right? I didn't think that there were enough events. I wanted to do some cool things, right? I wanted that. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I just don't, right? My plan was to do all of this. I was gonna have him Chris get the dates and whatever. I wanted to do this, right? I have no dates for season 4 because we don't know anything. We don't know when the case is coming out. We don't know nothing. No, we don't know nothing. The issue is that every time that a webcam tournament has been done in the the public, right? The community has ran a webcam tournament. It has flopped. It has flopped pretty big, right? Chris had a plane ticket tournament that admittedly had flaws, right? It was not advertised very well. It was put on very last minute, which is why I wanted this circuit to be announced now, asterisks, and then it's for the rest of the year, right? I would make the announcement. But again, nothing on screen is real. But it feels like UVS players, everybody who I've seen blowing up complaining about webcam events not being real, are not down to put their money where their mouth is and play in community organized events, right? It almost feels like pulling teeth to get people to go to Unfun Friday sometimes, right? Which I get it. You don't want to sit at home on your Friday night and play webcam games. I get that. I get it. But when there are big, huge, major tournaments that we could be hosting, it's there. And so the biggest thing that I will say about this, right, is in Josh's statement, this line here, oh, you guys can't see that. I have been working professionally with other organized play programs for about 10 years, and I ran local level organized play for about 5 years prior to that. So to say that I am a fan of running and organizing events would be an understatement. There is nobody in the community except for, here's the name drop, David Toombs, who gives a shit about running and organizing events. That guy wants to run events. That guy very, very much wants to run events. Hell, I'm in his free tournament happening in June or whatever. I'm in, right? Me and him had a tournament together that that hit 100 people, right? It was right at it. It was like 98 people or something like that. 98 players, 117 people actually playing. Those are incredible numbers. Those are incredible numbers. Where are those numbers every time that we do a thing? Right? Where do those numbers exist? The answer is they just don't, right? The final note. I'm just bummed that the game that I have dedicated, literally, you ready? I played the game for 6 hours last night with a top 8 with Barrett. And then instantly right after that, I took about a 20-minute break. I edited all of those videos, and I polished all of those videos, and I worked on a bonus thing to try and get the word out. I made new advertisements for that series of videos. I worked, I kid you not, 16 hours yesterday for the game. Right? I got to work at like noon doing stuff, and then I went to bed at 8 o'clock this morning. Like, I love this game, man. And it really, really feels like, as much as I love the game and I want to play the game, it is not being reciprocated by the company. Why did you take this thing away from me and not give me back 2x the amount of events? Hey, guys, I know there's no webcam regionals happening, and we can have in-person events. So let's do a bunch of them. Let's do so many in-person events. Let's do them all. Guys, let's celebrate. We're allowed to sit across from we're allowed to sit across from the table from each other. So let's sit across the table from each other. Let's do that. This was not a win. This was not a win. And it makes me sad. Why hire Tam when he does this all for free? True. Tam's not real. With that said, you guys, I'm going to put this up as a YouTube video. If you made it this far, I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Chat, we're going to hang out here for the next 5 minutes as me and Nate prep to do a grind because I have a 1K that's happening this weekend for this tournament, and then figure out what the grind looks like because I don't have another tournament for 3 months. Thank you all for hanging out, and I appreciate it. We'll see you.